Hello guys, hello Silverhawk, hello Pangoduck, quack quack. uh, this is a video for you guys who are playing the Riftbreaker, and this video is about how to set up your HQ biome properly. So yeah, there are two of you now that I'm tutoring about the Riftbreaker, and we're gonna look at all the elements of this beautiful design that I made. Looks a bit complicated, I know, but I'm gonna explain everything. So first of all, HQ biome. This is for the biome in your headquarters. Now the proportions. The ideal base size would be one that occupies half the width and half the height of the map. So you see here 25%. From here to here, it's about 25%. Another 25 here, and 50% for the base. Same thing here, 25, 25, and 50. All right? Okay, so let's look at this. So first of all, I'm going to get your attention on this line here, the outer line, and this one, the two outer lines, not the one in the middle. Okay, so this is the path in the middle of your base. It's 2 tiles wide. So there's a 2 tiles wide path in the middle of the base, and that's the only path that will be 2 tiles wide. All the other paths in your base will be 1 tile wide. All right, so the path goes from here to here. All right, then you see this dotted line all along. Everywhere in your base you're gonna put standard floor everywhere, except in this area, which is susceptible to have plants that you grow. And if you want to grow plants, you cannot have standard floor. You need to leave it as is. So standard floor everywhere except here. All right. So everything is organized into city blocks. What's a city block? Well, that's a 12 by 12 tiles section of the base. First of all, we're going to look at the different buildings, okay? So you have the rift pad, which is only 1 tile. So we're not going to take care of the rift pad. It's only 1 tile. You have 2 by 2s, buildings that take 2 tiles by 2 tiles, like the wind turbine, the solar panel, energy storage. You have the 3 by 3, like the AI hub, solid material storage. And the 4 by 4, there are a few buildings that are 4 by 4, but I don't have any in mind at the moment. So, but there are a couple, okay? And finally, there are the 5 by 5, like armories and com hubs, and maybe a few others. Now you see here 2, 3, and 4. These numbers have one common number, one common factor. It's the number 12, because 12 is divided by 4, can be divided by 4, by 3, by 2, no problem. The 12 is the magic number. So that's why you have city blocks that are 12 by 12. You see here? So inside a city block like this, you could put a number of buildings that are 2 by 2, or 3 by 3, or 4 by 4. The important thing is that you use, if you decide to put buildings that are 2 by 2 inside this block, then only buildings that are 2 by 2. Don't mix and match 2 by 2 and 3 by 3 and 4 by 4. It doesn't work. And ideally, all the same type of buildings. So, for example, in this city block, you could have all wind turbines. And this one, you could have all solar panels. In this one, you could have AI hubs, which are 3x3. And in this one, you could have solid material storage. All right. So it's important to note that between each city block, you have one tile, only one tile wide. This is to compress the base, okay? You have one tile between here and between here. The only place in your base where there's two tiles wide is the main path. The main path has two tiles wide, and you will see why later, okay? Also, if there is a big block, like a big rock inside your base, well, obviously, some of your city blocks are going to be reduced in size, but it's important to keep the pattern, okay? If there's a big rock here that you can't remove, well, these two city blocks will have reduced size, but it's important to keep the pattern, okay? All right. So what are you going to do with buildings that are 5x5? Well, you can simply place them inside a city block. You will be able to place 4 buildings that are 5x5, and obviously there's going to be a little bit of room left, which you can fill with, let's say, solar panels, for example. So that's how you organize your base. Now, you may see all the other things here, all the other lines. I'm going to explain what they are, okay? So these lines are for the different types of pipelines in your base. So you have 4 different types of pipelines. And in this game, the pipelines cannot crisscross each other. They cannot go over each other like in Factorio. So it's important to have a system, okay? So let's say your base has 5 lakes of mud that you want to exploit. One here, one here, one here, one inside the base, and one here. So this is a mud pipeline. So all of this goes to this goes through the wall, not under the wall, but you need to leave a little hole in the wall for the pipeline to go. And this leads to 3 liquid storage tanks of mud, which are connected together. And this, of course, outputs mud all the way here. Mud, all to 3 water filtering plants, which output water. So this is water, and this is connected to 3 liquid storage tanks of water. Okay, and you can see at the top, it's the same thing. Mud connects to the mud pipeline. You see mud, M. Mud connects to the mud pipeline, okay? So you have your 3 tanks of water, and so this is a water pipeline. And at different spots, you're going to have buildings that use water. So water. So these could be for cultivators. Cultivators could be connected here, for example. And then the water pipeline goes here in the middle and goes all the way here. So this is all water. And here you could connect 4 alien research labs. And here you could connect 2 nuclear power plants. So this is how you distribute water. And you could have other connections of water, like this, for example. Whoop. Could have more pipelines branching off if you want. All right. So that's your second type of pipeline, is the water pipeline. The third type is the charged plasma. So some buildings will produce charged plasma, and dump the charged plasma into the pipeline. And some buildings will use charged plasma. So this is your charged plasma pipeline. And then the final pipeline is this one, is the supercharged plasma. This pipeline distributes supercharged plasma to heavy artillery towers, for example. So they go around like this. Supercharged plasma. Obviously, you cannot have supercharged plasma this way because there are pipelines here blocking. So this is a good example of how to properly organize your base. Some people might want to have larger city blocks, like maybe 12 by 24. That's possible. 12 by 24. It gives some style to the base. Some people will want 12 by 12 combined with 12 by 24. You could do that. You could do it in the other way too. But it's important to have a grid and to respect the grid at all times. All right. So I hope you appreciate this. It will help you, hopefully it will help you a lot in having a well-organized base. All right, guys? Thank you, see ya, and please subscribe and like. Bye-bye.